Love movies, want reviews? You've come to the right place! Hello, I'm Chris Wing, and today's review for you is for A Tale as Old as Time, retold in a new way, with Disney's live-action remake of Beauty and the Beast.
Rising in the east.
This musical fantasy film is directed by Bill Condon and features a huge all-star cast led by Emma Watson and Dan Stevens. A live-action adaptation of Disney's 30th animated classic, the story, as you probably all know, centers on Belle, an outcast bookworm living an uneventful life in a small and quiet French village, who takes her father's place as a captive in a mysterious and enchanted castle inhabited by a collection of talking objects and a ferocious beast. Knowing it will likely be his only chance to break the spell that will turn them all back to human, the beast must learn to become a gentleman in order to win Belle's heart, and experience the mutual feeling of true love that will finally free him and his castle's residents from their curse. The original Beauty and the Beast is a timeless animated masterpiece and one of my all-time favourite films. So when I heard it was going to be next in line for Disney's new live-action reimagining treatment, I wasn't surprised, but I was half nervous, half excited. Nervous-sighted, if you don't mind me saying so. When you hear that a classic that you adore is being remade, it's normal to feel a little apprehensive about it. But at the same time, I thought, well, Disney did a really good job with last year's Jungle Book, and I was quite impressed with Cinderella too. And since Beauty and the Beast is one of their most treasured and beloved properties, and it did make history by becoming the first animated film to get an Oscar nomination for Best Picture, surely Disney wouldn't allow any remake of it to be half-assed. Fortunately, they don't, because to my surprise, I actually really liked it. Performing alongside Watson and Stevens as Belle and the Beast respectively are Luke Evans as Gaston, Josh Gad as LeFou, Kevin Kline as Maurice, Ewan McGregor as Lumiere, Ian McKellen as Cogsworth, and Emma Thompson as Mrs. Potts. All the actors do a great job portraying their characters with plenty of heart and believability. But like many great Disney stories, it's the villains who steal the show. Evans captures Gaston's narcissistic yet still charming persona excellently, while Gad provides LeFou with an infectiously enjoyable spirit. Much has been said about the highly publicised decision to make his character gay in this adaptation, and honestly, the negative uproar really isn't warranted. Besides the irony that many protesters seem to be ignoring the fact that Gaston is played by an openly homosexual actor, the single gay scene in the movie is extremely brief and never draws attention to itself, nor is it ever shoved in the viewer's face. It also feels very befitting to the character and moment, rather than being shoehorned in just as a means of declaring Disney's support for equality. The same can be said on the matter of diversity, as Beauty and the Beast also features kissing from two interracial couples, another historic first for the studio. Along with a same-sex kissing scene from a recent episode of Star vs. the Forces of Evil, I personally think it's terrific that Disney is willingly taking these landmark steps forward with their properties. Condon's direction keeps incredibly close to the animated feature, with all the songs, plot points, and even many pieces of dialogue kept intact. As the age-old saying goes, however, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And this adaptation still packs just enough new material and a select few alterations to keep it feeling like a fresh retelling that isn't completely identical. Although it has a 45-minute extension over the original's runtime, the movie doesn't overstay its welcome. Most of its extra time is utilised well with the additions of new musical numbers, including a lovely solo song for the Beast in the third act, and some history that effectively provides more depth and empathy to the characters, even if some of the backstory given to the Beast is a little cliched. While I wasn't a fan of all the new arrangements, and Emma's singing has some unfortunate auto-tuning at times, the cast generally delivers strong performances of the classic songs, especially McGregor as he expresses a huge amount of fun and enthusiasm with his rendition of Be Our Guest. Meanwhile, the visual merits are all on full display here. The song and dance sequences are brilliantly choreographed, and the production design and costumes are gorgeously realised, both of which add up to a marvellous motion picture spectacle. It's impossible and unreasonable to expect this Beauty and the Beast to match the original, let alone better it. And indeed, it never manages to truly escape its shadow, but Bill Condon still did a really wonderful job reimagining it for live action, giving the story a fresh and highly enjoyable contemporary update while never tarnishing its legacy. A faithful, respectful, and endlessly enchanting adaptation, I'm gonna give Beauty and the Beast a 9 out of 10. As someone who adores the animated movie, this version really surprised me. It's not without its flaws, but I definitely approve and recommend it. And judging by its box office figures, it looks like a lot of you have already seen it. But what did you think? Let me know in the comments, and please be sure to like and subscribe if you like this review and want to see more. Until next time, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you again next time I'm here to bring the review for you.